So, another Batman. Another Batman. I just don't know why DC keeps on making Batmans, but here we are. While I did inherently enjoy the movie, something struck me as odd the more I thought about it. But let's start off with the guy of the hour. Okay, so it's been a hot minute since I've seen the other Batman movies, but I think I now realize the main difference between them and this one. So, maybe the reason they decided to make another Batman is, make a new modern version, and they truly have. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but now I'm speaking of Ben Affleck and Christian Bale here, but the way I remember them, they were late middle-aged men who had their life kinda in control, apart from the crippling daddy issues, but they had been doing the Batman thing for a while, and they had it down as a routine, right? Well, this new Robert Pattinson version is a bit younger, he's been doing the Batman thing for only 2 years. Beyond just being younger and newer to this, he feels different and modern, 'cause dude is kinda awkward. I just remember Christian Bale being kinda elegant and I guess charming, and it's just funny how Robert Pattinson for me has this kinda modern depressed e-boy vibe to him, it's just kinda hilarious just how awkward he is, because it totally reflects today's kiddos. But anyway, I did kinda like his version of Batman, but I don't find him all that menacing. There's something kind of cringy about the lines, the script, and I know the movie is noir and New York and the accent and stuff, but there was just something a bit cheesy about the lines.
I'm vengeance.
That just seems a tad out of place in this really serious movie. Bruh, it reminds me of Threat Level Midnight.
Clean up on aisle 5.
We have families.
I don't care about families. I care about business. And this is gonna show them that I mean business. See ya. The bomb is in the bog.
But why are you telling me this?
Because I'm going to kill you.
Hey, Golden Face.
Yeah?
Go puck yourself.
Okay, so no question, Zoe Kravitz was perfect casting for Catwoman. That is not my issue with the character. My issue is kinda her role in the movie. I don't feel like she was all that necessary, and it felt kind of forced when she was there. For the most part, I think her most important thing in the movie, to further plot, would be when she captured this dude to throw him off the building because she found out how Annika died. The information was important since it revealed who the rat actually was, but beyond that, I'm just not sure why she was introduced already. In the extras, they say that because Batman is in his beginnings, not necessarily origins, but just not already smack dab in the middle of it, everybody around him is as well, the villains and I guess Catwoman as well. I mean, I don't really understand the need to make everybody at the same stage, but I just didn't find Catwoman all that important, and her scenes were out of whack for me because the chemistry between Catwoman and Batman felt weird too. I didn't feel the interest from either of them, especially Batman though. Their kiss just seemed random, and there wasn't any love lost between them after that until the very end when they part ways and suddenly are super sad about that. I don't know, I wasn't feeling the love. Okay, now we are coming to my main point about why Batman is just so irrelevant in this movie. Let me start off with saying that I really like the villain. Like his psychology and just his weird vibe lent the movie something kind of different, and it just kind of worked for me. Like, he knows he's different, and thanks to the mask and the whole get up, he feels like he can be himself, and he feels like Batman and himself are quite similar, which, like, I suppose they are. So they're both orphans who later in life are like masked vigilantes who think they are helping society by stopping crime. They're the two sides of a coin. It's just that they seem to have different morals. So the Riddler thinks he's the hostess with the mostest, like, bitches out here making the whole justice system crumble, right? But he's killing people in the process, like Gil, for example. I feel like they might have made him like extra normal and like not that bad of a guy to show how black and white the Riddler thinks. On the other hand, we have Batman who refuses to kill even this dude. While I find this aspect of the Riddler like super interesting, I keep finding gaps in his whole being and just contradictions. So, first of all, he feels a sort of friendship towards the Batman.
Why did you write me? What do you mean? All those cards. I told you. We've been doing this together. You're part of this. We didn't do anything together.
But at the same time, he really wants to punish Batman. Now, it could be that he distinguishes between Bruce and Batman as two people, like himself and the Riddler, having the Riddler be his true identity, but I don't know about that. Like, when he sent that bomb to Bruce's place, he still at that point in time needed Batman's help. So this whole bomb action was a bit useless to me. Unneeded scenes and tension. Second, I just didn't think all his motivations added up. Like, dude wanted justice because he, like Bruce, was an orphan, but Bruce ended up getting all the media attention and the grief and the care, and while it was kids like in horrible living circumstances that actually needed help. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know why he would blame Bruce for that. Dude was a fucking child at the time. And also this hatred towards Thomas Wayne is just so nonsensical to me as well. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong, but the way I understand it is that Thomas Wayne was held in high esteem. Like, people thought he was a good dude.
Was a good man.
I really should know more about this if I'm gonna talk shit about it, but here I go, because Thomas Wayne was like funding the renewal campaign, which included the orphanage the Riddler was from, for his electoral campaign, which thus would have ensured a better life for the Riddler. Now, why would the Riddler hate Thomas Wayne? For being fucking murdered? That just seems a little bit unreasonable to me, you know? But okay, so this last point is just the oh my god, wow factor, what the fuck point that I want to make about this movie. So dude really did not need the Batman to be able to do all the killings, and also didn't really need him as publicity to bring people, rats, and the dire situation of Gotham into the light. Like, he says something along the lines of,
I never could have gotten him out of there. I'm not physical. My strength is up here. I mean, I had all the pieces. I had the answers, but I didn't know how to make them listen. You gave me that.
like, bruh, you're doing fine on your own, honey. It's not like he needed information or anything. He had all the information. And like, might just be me, but seems kinda like enough to get some media attention. And it's not like Batman is out there texting, twittering, and going live. So he's not the one informing the news stations and the people about what's going on. And like the whole bringing the rat, so Falcone, to the light was just so metaphorical, because it's not like dude isn't out in public. Like, could have shot him like going live or something or other, like revealing that he's the rat. So yeah, this made little sense to me as well. Just this thought made Batman really fucking unnecessary to the movie. The Batman movie. Okay, I just find it really important for my personal health to clear this up. So if anybody has more info on this, please write in the comments. But bitch, that's not how funds work. I'm pretty sure that just like this charity or something like had other people who were working with Thomas Wayne, meaning that when he died, you don't just forget that gigantic sum of money. Like, the next person takes over the charity, company, thingy, whatever. How the movie could imply that like people, corrupt justice workers or whoever it was, and Falcone and like whoever wanted to had access to it and could use it to like further their agendas, and that through illegal activity is just like, what the fuck? I was a bit flabbergasted when I heard that there would be another Batman, especially since like Ben Affleck, I think, is still around and like the Justice League and stuff. But now they're gonna introduce another Joker. Another one! I can't. Like, Joaquin Phoenix was fabulous, and it was just such a great new angle on a character, and they're gonna make a second movie. So now we have like Joaquin's version. Technically there's a separate Joker for Suicide Squad, and now another one for this, like all at the same time. And I think this is one of the reasons why DC just can't hold a candle to the legacy and empire that Marvel is and has become. Like, the fans just couldn't imagine another Iron Man or another Captain America. And well, yes, there is a new Captain America and might be a new Iron Man. They're all successors. They aren't new versions of the same character played by another actor. I mean, it's not as if everybody loves all the Marvel movies, but because they all are interlinked in some small or larger way, they all have their importance, and they just build and build upon that. DC just never could, I feel like, you know? Hey, thank you so much for watching another one of my video essays. If you have made it so far to hear me say this, but please do subscribe and like the video. That would be so helpful. Till next time!